I have been involved with the shop since its infancy, and it was Beth Krimmel, our previous executive director, who had the brilliant idea of opening the shop. And we have been in business for probably about 4 or 5 years now. A very successful business venture. The items are all donated by people, general in the community, and you find anything from beautiful porcelain, sometimes silverware, we have glassware, we have decorative items, jewelry, evening pocketbooks, artwork, and more. If they have been here more than 3 months, we put them in something called half-price sale, and there they sit for about maybe a couple of weeks, and if they are not sold there, then they go to a thrift shop called Full Circle that serves the community by helping cancer patients stay at home.
I became involved in the shop a couple of years ago. I was running the Centennial Gala for the Wellesley Country Club, and we looked to the Historical Society to borrow costumes and memorabilia for that event. And I came through the shop and was just so taken with how charming it is. And Barbara Sturgis, who was one of the founders, was working, and I asked if I could become a volunteer. And it's morphed into me running the volunteers, and we have about 17 people currently volunteering. It's a very short commitment. We can always use new people. And you can email us to volunteer or to ask any questions about the shop, and that would be info@wellesleyhistoricalsociety.org.
I would like to express gratitude to everybody in Wellesley and beyond who comes to the shop with donations. We actually get items almost on a weekly basis. And as soon as something is sold, we replace it with something else. And we take the liberty of looking over the donated items, making sure that they are in good condition and they are suitable for the shop and the kind of items we sell. It's Your Move is a wonderful aid to people who are moving out of their house and needs help sorting things out and don't quite know what to do with it. It's Your Move then remembers us here and brings items for sale in the shop. And people get a receipt and can use that for a tax deduction purpose.
We have wonderful support from the Wellesley Service League. They staff the shop on Wednesday mornings, and the Historical Society volunteers staff the shop on Wednesday afternoons and Saturdays. Basically, they take cash, they rearrange our displays. They're usually 2 volunteers each shift, and we couldn't do it without them. The hours of operation are Wednesdays 11 to 3 and Saturdays 10 to 12. We're located at 229 Washington Street in a little antique house that probably people haven't noticed, but hopefully you will now.
I think Beth thought that there should be some other way for us to generate income for the society. And she must have gotten the idea maybe traveling around, visiting her relatives out in the West, and thought that we have the space here. We have the generosity of people. And I think that's how the idea was born.
The townsman is kind enough to give us space every week for our item of the week, and our director chooses an item that she thinks will have interest to the community. They feature that item, it's priced, and very often when the townsman comes out on Thursdays, we'll have a line at the door trying to buy that item on Saturday morning when we open.
I would also like to take the opportunity to thank Ellen and all the volunteers who help staff the shop. Without their assistance, I don't think that we could do what we do. So we want to express gratitude to all you volunteers too. Thank you. We just wanted to show you some samples of the wonderful things we sell in the shop. This is a Lennox piece, a beautiful swan. And in my right hand I hold an English old ironstone pitcher, which is rather unusual. And we thought you might enjoy seeing this.